Hello, I'm Sasiranjan, and with me Indira is here. Uh, as part of the live streaming weekly program on academic discussions, today we come back again on SCRT channel. We have today's topic is on SWACH Bharat mission, and it is about the practices which is going to be implemented in schools during this pandemic situation. Actually, we are talking about teacher training institutes, diets, and the school internship program, where we are going to utilize this concept of SWACH Bharat mission in school internship program during this lockdown situation, so that we do not miss so much from the lockdown in our academic activities. Mission, it is a mission which has been launched by the Honorable Prime Minister of our country, Sri Narendra Modi ji, on 14th of 2014, in commemoration of the 145th birth anniversary of Nehru ji. It is the main objective of this mission is Clean India movement. And today we are covering the areas of Swachhata Vidyalaya, because we are more or less associated with the society, with the community of education and its related organizations. Swachhata Vidyalaya is one thing which is covered under the Swachh Bharat mission, and another is Swachhata Pakhwada, which is also governmental thing, which is about cleaning up of government organization, offices, etc. Now, most important that I would like to mention is Swachhata Vidyalaya. It is about developing an awareness to the students about health and hygiene practices in school setting. What can you please give some highlight?
Actually, this Swachhata Vidyalaya, in Swachhata Vidyalaya, every school has to get at least by the norms, and then there should be enough water and for health and hygiene, that toilet facilities, and that hand washing. Water is not only for one purpose for drinking, not only for one purpose, it should be for the toiletry use also, because midday meal is supplied to the schools. Therefore, before taking their foods, the students need to wash their hands properly. And not only that, after going to toilet, they have to wash their hands properly by using soaps. These are some of the initiatives taken up by the schools, the authority of the schools, to fulfill the mission of Swachhata Vidyalaya. But there should be like one technical component, and the one should be behavioral change of the students. And not only the students, all the stakeholders of the schools, they also should involve in that. And without their involvement, like the teachers or maybe the community or the parents, without their involvement, that Swachhata Vidyalaya's mission could not be fulfilled.
Even one thing that I see here is even the parents or other stakeholders in rural areas mainly, they might also develop good things after observing the students that we taught in our schools also, like proper hand washing, these practices that we don't know. Even adults people, they don't know how to properly wash their hands after going to toilet or after having food, etc. So even after watching the children do at their home, which they learn from the schools, they can also develop that good habit of hand washing, etc. Also,
that we are learning from one another.
Yes, even from the children that they can learn. That is one more thing. And also one area that it covers is a clean campus. Regular routine cleaning of the school campus, where the children develop a sense of belongingness of the school itself, like protecting school facilities, school properties, etc. This is one good thing also. And one more thing is clean environment. And this clean environment generally mentions that having a clean classroom, having a clean classroom, that means only the physical classroom.
Yes.
Here we want to mention, and we want to go beyond that the physical property of the classroom also. We want also the socially clean classroom,
Yes.
where there is good dynamics among the students, there's good understanding among the students and teachers, etc. Where there is development processes also there in morality also.
Yeah.
That is one important thing. Also, this is a clean environment that I want to mention. And by doing that, school environment also gets clean. And other thing is they develop the idea of protecting flora and fauna, plants, animals, insects, etc.
Yeah.
Like they come up with some emotional development also along with that. That is one good thing about this mission. And also we have a very big issue of plastic also, plastic
Yes.
use also. This can also be taught to the students also here. We all know that single-use plastic is not good for us, for the environment also. So minimizing, we can tell the students about how to dispose single-use plastic or minimize the use of single-use plastics also. Even reusing of bottles which are meant to be single-use plastic, they can be reused in some other way. We can devise, we can make activities, etc. So that our environment becomes cleaner than before. These are the practices which can be covered under this thing.
Yeah, one thing here we can mention is this, sir, is about talking about the physical cleanliness,
Yes.
about the classroom,
Yeah.
about the school environment.
Yeah.
But when we talk about in this Swachhata mission,
Yeah.
that Swachhata means that cleanliness.
Yeah.
And here we can look it from two perspectives. One is from physical perspective, and the another is from the mental cleanliness of the children also.
Right.
So here the development of attitude of the children,
Yes.
and practicing it at the home,
Right.
and spreading the awareness to their colleague or peer or their elders. This is
Absolutely.
another form of mental cleanliness,
Mhm.
so that they can develop themselves.
Yes.
This is one thing.
Yeah.
And the another is about the physical cleanliness, like using of plastic and managing of waste. One thing here, waste management is not properly done in the schools. When we look at it, when we go for visiting the
Yes.
schools,
Yeah.
but we first we require to teach the children how to put their bins
Yeah.
properly in the
Yeah.
proper places.
Yes. Yes.
And this
Use of dustbins,
Yes.
proper use of green and blue
yeah,
dustbins,
that's
etc.
that's the
Right.
thing.
Right. And coming back to the topic again, we were talking about school internship program of the pre-service students also in our teacher training institutes also.
Yeah.
Here, these are the things, these are the activities that we want the students to do at their schools and develop their morality and their character building process. That is one more thing. And to bring that thing positively, we have to implement this in our institution, in our teacher training institution, so that in turn again they can bring these changes in the students that went to the schools and after this internship program.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We the teachers,
Yeah.
and we the teacher educators,
Yeah.
as well our students,
Yeah.
that are the future teachers.
Yes, yes.
We call them future teachers or student teachers, and they are the teachers of tomorrow.
Mhm.
They are the prospective teachers,
Yeah.
and they are developing professionally how to be a teacher.
Yeah.
And whatever they have to impart, the implement in the schools, they have to learn from the teacher education institute itself.
Yes.
That is why in the school internship program, and in between that, we periodically put certain work. There is another paper called work education
Right.
in our syllabus.
Right.
So combining both it, then another is that the health education.
Yes, yes.
So health, work education, and the school internship program, the three papers they combine together, and we try to implement this kind of Swachhata Vidyalaya in the form of Swachhata Vidyalaya in our institutions.
So, Indra, do you mean that the teacher educators who are specialized in work education, physical education, etc., they have to come together and work as a working group in our institutions?
Team building is quite
Yeah.
much required.
Right.
Besides that, there are lots of stakeholders. Our staffs are there, and besides them, the subject teacher also, they need to support them.
Yes, yes.
Maybe
Each other.
physically,
Walking
team
each other.
building is quite important,
Yes.
because our education institute
Right.
itself is a big institution.
Right, right.
Students from different sections of the society are coming, and we sit together, we eat together, and we interact together to form another type of education there itself.
Yes, yes.
So here, sir, I want to mention here that sir, and we know that what is school internship, but our listener friends, they might not be knowing what is that school internship, and let me highlight a brief that in the teacher education program, like B.Ed and the DLED, we the guides are taking up the course of DLED, 2-year DLED, pre-service courses we are taking up, we are conducting. In these 2 years pre-service course, there is a paper called internship, school internship. And in the first year, it carries 100 marks, and in the second year, 150. Right. So in these 2 years, the student teacher, they have to undergo school internship for in total 3 months, 45 and 45 days.
Yes.
But what is this school internship? When we look at it, school internship is nothing but the exposure of the students
to the actual situation,
in the field situation. But the institutions should fix a period of time so that it should not waste the time, and that they can manage it within that short time period. They can finish all their formalities, and whatever we want to impart to them, they have to finish it. So this school internship is the one that we are taking up as a practical component. So
let me ask one thing. The student teachers won't be able to go to the actual school situations right now.
Yes.
So what do you think that how should we organize those internship so that they don't go to the schools again if they have the chance to go there to the schools? It is well and good. Then if they don't have the chance to go to the school and actually interact with the students and the teachers of the school, then what are the strategies that you design?
This the situation itself we encountered this year in this pandemic situation. For those internship program, mainly in every year we used to start it from the middle of February, because in January, in the middle of January, the school session started, and as soon as the school session started, we cannot just go to the school and start our work. We require the school students to be prepared themselves. That's why in the mid of February we started, and at the end of March we try to finish it. We try to wind up. But this year, just after 25th of March, we have started the lockdown. So all the schools have shut down. And that we started a bit. In the pre-internship program, let me clarify again that in the internship program, which is given by the SCRT in the curriculum, there are two components. One is pre-internship, which comprises of 10 days, and another is that actual internship. We have to go to the school for 35 days. So in the pre-internship program, how our student teacher has to face the school environment, all the management part we taught to them.
Yes, yes.
And after going to school, they have to start their work like community survey, then the practice teaching, this and that.
Yeah.
So in that, what we do this time, we have started. We have already started
The pre-internship also.
Pre-internship we have completed.
Yeah, yeah.
And we have started going to school.
Yeah.
And then 10 students in my district. We assign 10 students in one school. In one school we assign. So they have started and they have conducted their formalities, but almost at the end they cannot complete it because of the disruption by this COVID pandemic.
Right.
So in this situation, what we do is that after the institutions have shut down, all the students have stayed there at their own home.
Yeah.
So we consult with among the teachers and the supervisors, and they make a WhatsApp group, and we use our email ID. That online classes regularly we cannot conduct it because my district itself is in hill district, and there are some remote villages also, and there is problem of network.
Unable to access it.
Sometimes they can avail it, sometimes they can't. So in this case, what we do that they can do it in the offline mode also. After downloading, we devise certain strategies. First, we assigned certain works, certain tasks we assign to the students. The first one is they have sent their all the completed plan lessons to the supervisors WhatsApp group. And the supervisors will correct it, and after them they will give feedback. This is one strategy about the practice teaching, lesson planning, correction. And the second one is that whatever the students about, here comes the approach of Swachhata. Swachhata Bharat here comes, and sometimes we use the students, we assign them how to clean their home and their surroundings. This is one focus point we have given to them because it is quite related to the pandemic situation also. Cleanliness is quite compulsory, and this is one thing we take up. And if there are children at home, they have to teach the children. Because this time most of the children are at home. So at least there is one or two children at home, and we make them teach the children according to their planning. So here we keep certain relaxation for them. Actually, in the first year, they have to undergo lesson planning from class 1 to 5. And the students, and they have to make lesson plan from the curriculum prescribed by the state board.
Right.
But this time, looking at the context, we make a certain relaxation so that it can be from any board like NCRT or maybe Manipur board. This is what we have done. We have taken up this kind of strategy, and slowly, we try to interact with them, and sometimes they send their feedback, their reflection to us through the email also.
So what we mean to say is before undergoing the actual school internship program, we go for 10 days, 10 pre-internship program where the teacher educators in each institute tell the student teachers how they are going to do, what they are going to do when they go to the schools. That is the thing.
Yes.
So what actually they are going to perform, the tasks, the different tasks that they're going to perform at the schools. That is one thing. And most of the records and data that are going to be collected during the first year is about the school and its teachers and its functioning, I think.
Yes.
About the infrastructure, number of teachers, etc. That thing that we collect from the school, the students and teachers are going to collect from the schools, and the way they conduct their classes and the types of lesson plans they use, etc. They have to look into it and have an observation on that and give feedback on that. That is one important part that we should be including.
Yeah.
And that is thing. And they have to prepare lesson plans, and after that they have to actually teach to the student. That is the thing. So in midst of that, what we want to do at this juncture is taking advantage of this pandemic lockdown, where they will be staying at home. So at this moment, what they should be doing and what is important for them to develop their own personality as a teacher,
Yes.
about handling teachers, handling students, handling children, and make children develop in different aspects of life that they can do at their homes.
Yeah.
That is the thing.
Yeah, here self-learning, sir. Here
Yeah.
the self-learning is quite important.
Yeah.
And we are just guiding to them from the far.
Yes. Yes.
So self-learning is quite important.
Yes.
And this is also one of the most important factor.
Yes.
This is
Yeah.
apex of
Yeah.
learning.
Yeah.
If a student teacher wants to be a very prospective teacher,
Right.
then he should or she should groom herself or himself.
Yeah.
This is what he has to do.
Mhm.
And besides that, besides the lesson planning, this
Yeah.
is a part of the practice teaching work
Yeah, yeah.
that we have assigned to them.
Mhm.
And besides that, there is reflection part
Mhm.
of writing the journal.
Mhm.
So about the writing of journal, what we devise is that we give certain areas in the school education sector,
Mhm.
like ICT,
Mhm.
then proper schools, about school education,
Yeah.
then educational technology is included in the ICT. Then likewise, we devise 6 broad areas.
Yes.
And from the 6 broad areas, they have to select one area,
Mm.
and they will write educational articles. It may be in the form of essay,
Nice.
it may be in the
Mm.
form of research note.
Mm.
So in that way, the students, they will write their articles, and that they will send it through
That's
the
very
email.
good. That's nice.
So far we
Yeah.
have got more than 50 articles
Wow,
till
that's
now.
good. That's a great achievement. So actually, the idea that you have just mentioned, teaching children of their own home. This is one great thing that I just come to in my mind, that after teaching the children at their home only, the student teachers will also definitely find the feedbacks out of the children also,
Yes.
whether that they are able to motivate or influence the children or not, or what are their weaknesses in teaching, etc. They can originally, like, no, naturally see the effects after teaching to the children of their own,
Yeah.
their children at their homes also. They can get the immediate feedback. They are able to influence the children. They are able to motivate the children, etc. So there's ample room of improvement by themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, yeah, they can self-assess themselves and also self-motivate themselves, so that they can make the changes, they can make the modifications in intervening with the children. They will become more more effective teachers, I believe,
Yes.
at the situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before that, while they are practicing in the schools,
Yeah.
the children were in the school were far from them.
Yeah.
Their homes are maybe
Right.
they are far from them.
Right.
Now there are children at their own home,
Yes. Yes.
and it is
With whom they will be mingling all
Yes,
day and night.
yes.
That is the thing.
yeah. Then what are the type of attitude of the children
Yeah.
that also they can study?
Gradual development,
Yeah.
fast development, everything.
Yes, everything
Yeah.
they can
That is
study.
nice. Yeah.
From that, they can teach psychology
Yeah.
and sociology
Yeah, yeah.
and everything.
Yeah.
Even the pedagogy also.
They can
they can
get
learn
immediate feedback also,
Yeah.
so that they can improvise themselves. That is very good. That is a very nice idea. And coming back to the pandemic situation, for general awareness to the people who are listening, to the viewers, what we want them to do, taking advantage of this topic of Swachhata
Yes.
mission, what shall we say today?
Yeah. Here, most of the time during this pandemic situation, our path is unknown.
Yeah.
All are dark.
Yes.
We are searching for the ways
Yeah.
that we have to go.
Yeah.
We
But
have to
we
make,
like-
yeah.
Yeah.
So in this situation, we are also in the dark, like our teacher education institution
Yeah.
also. Till now, we are not conducting exam,
Yes.
the final promotion exam
Yeah.
of the first year,
Yeah.
and the internship also we cannot
Yeah.
completely finish it
Yes. Yes. Right.
by in the face-to-face mode.
Yeah.
In this, we are trying to devise certain ways, and by looking the ways, we have to go through the part. Pandemic is there.
Yeah.
That coronavirus will be with us.
Yeah.
But how to go through it?
Yeah.
This is the
Granting along with the virus.
Yeah.
That is what we're going to
Yeah.
learn. Yeah.
And we have to solve the problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
We have to solve the problem, and before finding out the vaccine,
Yeah.
how to do our work and how to find our part.
Yeah.
This is the one thing
Yeah.
we as a teacher,
Yeah.
we as a leader,
Yeah.
we have to keep in our
Yeah.
mind.
So the main message to people who are viewing this show is what we really want all of us to do is that we should be disposing our this waste
Yes.
very, very properly, very, even quarantine waste or daily waste, anything. We should be the disposal should be very proper. That is thing. We have seen so many Facebook posts and etc. where we find quarantine waste are here and there littering all around it. That we see always.
Yes.
That is one thing.
Sir,
yeah.
one more thing.
Yeah.
Here, I want to give to our listener another message is
Yeah.
that about this internship,
Yeah.
what we have framed is
Yeah.
that first about the lesson planning I have mentioned,
Right.
and how all the processes
Yes.
that about the health hygiene that we have to clean our
Yeah.
environment,
Yeah.
and for grooming the plants, that also
Yes,
be
yes,
another one
yes,
that
yes,
we can do it.
Definitely.
And the cooking facilities and
Yeah.
the caring of our family members,
yes, yes.
and discussing with one another,
Right. Right.
and having a good rapport. These are
Yeah.
all the processes of
Yeah.
improving
Yeah.
that our that surrounding and
Yeah.
the myself,
Yeah.
as well as this is a part of the internship. But one thing which is missing here is that somebody might ask that then how will you evaluate all those things?
Yes.
So evaluation
Right,
part
right.
is missing here.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So in that case, we as a teacher educator, we devise in this way that we make a profile.
Mhm.
We let them make a profile of all the works they have done.
Yeah.
That how many lesson plans they have made,
Yeah.
and that they have to keep it at their own home.
Mm.
And then likewise, all the profile they will make it, and sometimes they can take the photograph of it also
Yes.
for the evidence,
Yes.
and they can make it.
Mm.
And all these profiles,
Mm.
after combining together,
Yeah.
and then they can send it to our email.
Yes. Yes. That is one good thing. One good thing for this assessment and evaluation. And we have this message to the people who are watching that they should always follow the SOP rules. That is thing, proper hand washing
Yes.
frequently.
Yes.
That is thing, properly and frequently hand washing. This is very much necessary, and sanitization of ourselves after exposing to public places, etc. This is very much and keeping distance, physical distance or social distance among each other. This is one more important thing that we have to follow if we want to go a long way with the coronavirus.
Yes, yes.
Because coronavirus is not going away just like that. It's going to be here with us for quite a long time. I think that is why we should be ready, and we should be equipped with the skill and techniques to get along with them like this, by following the SOP rules.
Yeah.
This is one thing.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And this internship itself,
Yeah.
in the topic we are mentioning that experiential learning.
Yes.
this experiential learning is that internship itself can be counted as an experiential learning.
Yes, yes.
Because in the experiential learning, there are three bases.
Yes.
One is from the Dewey's pragmatism,
Yeah.
another is Levin's social psychology, and another is Piaget's cognitive.
Right.
Therefore, this scope's experiential learning, it was initiated in the year maybe in 1984 nearby.
Yeah.
From there, the popularization of this experiential learning comes.
Yeah.
And here, internship itself, we are taking up by the experiences of the student teachers. They will work by themselves. They will self-develop. And after then, that learning becomes, they will apply in their another situation of their life. And so it itself is an approach of experiential learning.
So this experiential learning, once it has been, as soon as the philosophy of experiential learning or learning by doing was introduced by John Dewey back a decade ago.
Yes.
Back a century ago maybe.
Yeah.
So after that, the one person who has introduced this to our Indian country is Mahatma Gandhi ji.
Yes.
Through his Nai Talim experiential learning. So I believe it's 1939 where he has visualized this concept of basic education and experiential learning. So Gandhi ji, we should be very thankful to Gandhi ji for giving this opportunity of exercising experiential learning in this pandemic situation.
Yes,
right?
Exactly. We are using it. We are implementing it.
Yes. This is very good also. And one more thing is, if we have to understand anything out of anything, any situation, that we should be able to think about the situation, come about with new ideas out of the situation. This thing, we should be going back to Piaget again.
Yeah.
Like cognitive vision.
Yes.
Like if we have a situation and we have a problem, then we should not be sitting like this and sitting there.
Yes.
We should come up out of the situation, out of the problem with some solution. Only after that thing we can go through the theory of this cognitivism only. So there are so many things which are related to one another about the psychologists and all. But this school internship program, experiential learning, when they come together, what we view is we are going to produce good teachers, good future teachers, even though we have a pandemic situation like this, even when we have a lockdown like this, how long it may go on, but still we won't be stopping producing good teachers. This is the thing that we have in our mind. This is the thing. So what shall be our final message to our viewers?
This is our message should be that we have to solve the problem. Face it. Challenge it. By using this experiential learning
And
approach.
overcome it.
Overcome it. And don't stop it. And continue and innovate yourself. And do it, work at home, and everything, and develop yourself. This is the message.
Don't forget to follow the SOP rules, sanitization, hand washing, keep distancing. That is it. Thank you. Bye-bye. That's all for today.